Buster's Lucky Year is interesting, but as an episode of Postcards from Buster, it's not very good. This is the 30th episode of the first season, and it takes place in San Francisco, California. But apart from the parade, which I'll talk about in a moment, I feel like this could have been set anywhere, and so much of this was indoors. I didn't feel like we were in San Francisco at all. This is taking place at Chinese New Year, and Buster meets two Chinese American girls, Kerry and Haley, and they're really great. They're really fascinating to listen to, and we learn a lot about Chinese culture, and in particular, things that they do leading up to Chinese New Year. And I found it to be really interesting, and I learned a lot. So if it were, just a traditional documentary, it would be really fascinating and very well put together. Buster's also having some terrible luck. So if you're having a bad day with luck, this will make you feel better about yourself. But as an episode from Postcards from Buster, it's not very good. There's no variety. As I said, it felt like it could have been set in any part of America. Because I assume most states, if not all states, have a I assume some won't have a very big Chinese population, but I know a lot do, and I feel like the celebrations will be pretty similar everywhere. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but the thing that did make this specific to San Francisco is apparently the parade, the Chinese New Year parade in San Francisco is the biggest in the country, which I thought, okay, that's pretty fascinating. If you're watching this and planning a trip to San Francisco around Chinese New Year, that's certainly something to look out for. We get to see a bit of it and it looks kind of cool. But other than that, as I said, it felt like it could have been set pretty much anywhere that celebrates Chinese New Year. I didn't really feel like we were in San Francisco. We got some good footage at the beginning. You know how at the beginning of the episodes they always do a montage over music with various street scenes and stuff, and we get to see the trams, and that was all nice. But yeah, beyond that, it didn't feel like a postcard from San Francisco. It just felt like a documentary about Chinese New Year, which, yeah, fascinating. I enjoyed learning about it, but it didn't feel like an episode of Postcards from Buster, so I have mixed feelings. It was interesting, but compared to a lot of Postcards from Buster, and there are a lot of other ones that focus on particular traditions or cultures, or I'm trying to think if any others have had particular holidays. I'm not sure. But even when they have, they've been able to make us feel like we're in that area and we get a good sense of what it's like to be in that city. And this one just didn't do a very good job of that. So, interesting if you're looking to learn about Chinese New Year. Not very good if you're looking to learn about San Francisco.